Hey guys, so this week I wanted to talk about Bet Openly. It's the first week of college football, so I decided to really get into this website. I first started using it first round of NBA playoffs, so I just kind of wanted to see what it was really about. A lot of these websites you get on and they match you and you can't withdraw money. So I did one bet. I lost. I did another bet. I won, so I ended up profiting a little money. I withdrew the money, and they actually sent it to me pretty fast. They have a real good social media presence as well on Instagram, so it seems like a pretty good company. Use them. They gave me the money, so I thought once football season came around, I was going to use them again. So this was the first full week of college football. So I made a couple bets. I'm going to do it every week. I'll try to post the results every week as well, and then I'll kind of post them, talk about them on here. So this week I went 3-2. I'm going to talk about some of the bets I do, how Bet Openly is a little different than other websites. I have no affiliation with the website at all, but it is pretty smooth. It works well, and they send you your money really fast. So I kind of want to talk about the first one. So the first one I actually picked BYU +7 against Utah. It's a rivalry game. It was the first game of the week. I know Utah was ranked and everything, but I thought BYU would make a really good game out of it. I ended up losing that one. I'll actually talk about I actually deposited $80 this week. This is my first kind of week really getting into it, so I didn't want to put too much in. But I ended up having a pretty good week. Don't sports gamble too much, so it's really starting to get into it now. But I did come out on top, so I deposited the $80. So the first one, put 15 on the Utah versus BYU. I got BYU +7. They ended up losing that one. So the next one I took was Oklahoma State versus Oregon State. I had Oklahoma State -14, so I ended up winning that one. I won $25 on that bet. The next one I did was UTSA versus University of Incarnate Word. So I actually went to UTSA, so this one I kind of knew about. And the really cool thing on Bet Openly is you can create bets. You can create the spreads you want to put. I mean, of course, you can't put anything too crazy because people won't accept the bets. You can accept the bet or you can create a bet and someone else has to accept it. So I created this one. I think UTSA was actually a 7.5 point favorite. So what I did was, knowing UTSA and knowing Incarnate Word, I'm from San Antonio. I went to UTSA. I know the athletes at UTSA and athletes at Incarnate Word are just different athletes. Most of them are from San Antonio area, but UTSA recruits a higher athlete. They're both Division One. UTSA is FBS. I think Incarnate Word is still FCS for now. But so I knew this was going to be a blowout, more of a blowout. So what I did was just added a couple points to the spread, makes it more attractive to the people who are trying to accept the bet. So I put UTSA -9.5. I added like 2 or 3 points on there just to make it a more attractive bet for anyone who wanted to accept it. So they probably looked at the what Vegas said and was like, okay, this guy had 3 points. Let me take this bet. So I put a $40 bet, but someone only accepted, I think, maybe like 15 of it. So you don't have to accept the full bet either. If you want to accept a certain amount, you can do that on Bet Openly as well. So that's pretty cool. So they didn't accept my whole bet, but someone accepted like $15. So I ended up winning that one right there. UTSA won by double digits, which I knew they would. So that was a pretty cool one right there. I wish they would accept the whole thing, but take it where you can. All right, so my next bet. So right there, 2-1 at this point. The next one I picked West Virginia, 7.5, -7.5 versus James Madison. So a lot of people, this was kind of like the upset pick of the week. People thought that James Madison was going to win this one. Um, James Madison is a really good team. I think they were ranked number 2 for FCS, but I thought West Virginia was going to, at least win by 10 points. So I took that one. -7.5. They ended up winning by 7 points. I was watching it. I was like, come on. But they ended up losing, so I lost that one. I think that one was a $21 bet. And then the next one I took was University of Houston versus OU. University of Houston was +24. Houston actually beat OU a couple years ago, but that's when they had a different coach and everything. But I just knew Houston would I knew they would lose, but I thought it would be around 20, kind of where it was. So I won that one for $20. So after all the money I put in, all the money I won and lost, I ended up profiting about $19. $19.26 to be exact. So a win's a win. It wasn't a huge week, but I got my foot wet. I took 5 bets, and then I won some money. So I withdrew the money after that after they deposited the money in my account to OU in Houston. It sent it from my PayPal. Money's sent to my account as well. So I think what I'm going to do is deposit money probably on Thursday and take it out either Sunday night or Monday morning. Depends if I have a Monday night game I'm betting on when NFL starts. I think I'm going to do that just to kind of organize the money, a little better. But yeah, I recommend the website. Like I said, I have no affiliation to it, but it works pretty well. I think it'll be, good things for now. I think they use the same method as far as fantasy, so it's legal right now at least. But it's a pretty good website, so check it out. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them for you. But like I said, they work. It's a pretty well worked website. They send you the money really fast. They answer questions on Instagram. If you have a question, I had a question for them this weekend. They answered it right away. So yeah, that's kind of the website I'm rocking with now. I'm doing a couple regular fantasy leagues, but I'm not going to dive into daily fantasy this year. I'll probably stick with this week to week. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks, guys. Like I said, subscribe. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to answer them for you. Thanks.